Warren, undefeated and looking for a title shot, turns on the fistic firepower that has burned up the division and carried him to victory celebrations in the past. His opponent, Gene Mad Dog Hatcher, the former WBA champion making his comeback bid, is a power puncher whose relentless fists have put down his last three opponents in KO fashion. They meet center ring today for 10 rounds of live boxing action right here on NBC's Sports World.
This is NBC's Sports World, and today it's brought to you by Budweiser, the genuine article. Beechwood aged for that clean, crisp taste. This Bud's for you. By Champion Spark Plug Company. By Wendy's, home of hot and juicy hamburgers. And by Ace Hardware Corporation. Ace is the place.
It is a 51-degree mild day in California's state capital of Sacramento. We're at the Arco Arena in Sacramento, and we are getting ready for boxing. Hi, everybody. Marv Albert, along with the fight doctor, Bertie Pacheco, and we are moments away from a junior welterweight bout that could lead to a title shot for the winner, undefeated Frankie Warren, 22-0, 15 by knockout, going against the one-time WBA champion, Gene Hatcher. And at 5'2½", it's an unusual situation that Warren has actually been able to use his lack of height to his advantage.
And never more than today, because being 5 inches shorter than Hatcher and coming in with his head forward like a ram means you might have butting. Butting means you might have cutting. And as far as lacerations are concerned, Hatcher's had that problem for the last 2 years. In addition to which, as if that wasn't enough, Hatcher doesn't start fast, and Warren starts like a steamroller. So he's going to be way behind before he ever starts, and that's the main reason that Frankie Warren is a 3-1 favorite in this fight.
Both Hatcher and Warren in the ring and ready. We'll be back with the fight here in Sacramento in just a moment. Welcome back to Sacramento, California. We're set for the introductions. Let's go to the ring announcer, Hank Renner.
Okay, fans, main events, and Don Chargan Productions present today's main event. It's scheduled for 10 rounds. Your referee, Terry Smith. Introducing first, in the red corner, from Fort Worth, Texas, with a record of 27-3 with 21 knockouts and an even 141 pounds, former champion and number 5 contender, Gene Hatcher. In the blue corner, from Corpus Christi, Texas, undefeated, 22-0 with 15 knockouts. He weighs in at 140.5. He's the number 1 contender, Frankie Panchito Warren.
Referee Terry Smith out of Sacramento bringing the fighters together as you look at the alphabet breakdown. And the height advantage, a good 5.5 inches in favor of Gene Hatcher, who last fought in October in Atlantic City. As a welterweight, he stopped Darrell Anthony in the 11th round. Started slowly, which has been the case with Hatcher, and then usually steps up the attack and comes on. Back in June of '84, Hatcher came up with that major upset when he stopped Johnny Bumpus to win the WBA junior welterweight title. He successfully